Russian girlfriend.
According to arachnophobic culture, we murder. We murder.
My girlfriend gets mad at me because I'm always like.
For the record, you could probably stop doing the avatar images because it's not going to work this time. I just need more time to have that set up in advance. Murder?
Oh, my girlfriend gets really mad at me, or I get because I
You
won't
murder.
kill.
For all the
I
murder.
won't kill bugs. I don't believe in killing bugs. I just think it's mean. You know. And then she's always stuck killing them while I'm chasing them around a piece of paper trying to get them out of the house. Russian culture will kill anything. Put that on a cup.
That's fantastic. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now that we've gone on that diatribe, we need to do some social media outreach right about now.
Like just fucking on the phone and shit. Like
what's going on? We're gonna do a show.
Yeah, let's do this.
Hey everybody, it is Sunday, which means it's time for Asking for a Friend, the show where what? Why are you looking at me? Closer, less close, closer.
Yeah. Why are you holding it like it's not a 10-pound mic?
It's so heavy. It's 'cause I have to hold it because otherwise the access to the computer is hardened. Or I look like I'm over here.
That's what she said?
I'm like, hey, and then I'm off the. Well, I guess
If your
that's
dick
the
is a
camera
computer.
anyway. So I have no idea how this works anymore.
Yeah.
This is Asking for a Friend, the advice show where we answer your questions if they are questions.
No, we'll answer statements too. We've
We've answered several statements,
but we have and will.
Pretty much 80% of everything we answer is a statement with a question
Basically.
mark at the end of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Your advisors are Robert Chan and Ryan Tweedy, and me. I'm Sam Proof, your moderator.
Or better known as Raz.
Yay! Just suck it up. Milk that thing for all it's worth. I'll turn that off. What? What does that mean?
First question is actually from Honeydip at Honeydip 20.
Okay. When you say the first question, you mean the one from the very top?
Yep.
That you sent a while ago?
Yep.
Sweet. Let's get into this
Yeah,
thing.
I'm sure that'll keep listeners. Just keep chomping on that pretzel into the mic, dumbass.
Nice. So apparently this one's
super loud pretzel. I like crunchy things, but this is some next level shit.
Oh yeah.
There's yeah. I would say what brand that is, but then they should have to endorse us by law, and they probably aren't gonna send us more.
By
pretzels.
law?
They should.
Oh, then shit. We're using Apple computers, bitches.
We're driving Porsches
Law says.
right now. Yeah, that's a
I don't
thing.
think you people understand how law works.
I'm pretty sure I saw this posted on a Facebook status, so it's got to be legal.
Yep.
Sure.
Did you Snopes it?
Please, for
Yup.
God's sakes, all of you people within the sound of my voice, before you post anything you think is a fact, fucking Snopes it first. I mean, because I'm not going to trust you people to like Google and read multiple articles to confirm things, and that's at minimum though, just go to Snopes and type it in. If it doesn't show up, fine, go ahead and post it. Someone else like me is going to do more research when it comes up on the feed, and like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like.
But Snopes,
Like
simple.
how could this president of ours not only be like a commie, but born in Kenya to a socialist father in Kenya? Like, you know what I'm getting at, guys.
Right.
Yeah. Use
Here's
your
the
head.
thing. Here's the thing. Confirmation bias.
And he's a Nazi to boot.
Right.
Because Nazis were really good to the blacks.
There was a post recently this week
Accurate.
about a fourth grade science quiz, and it was garbage. It was like, did dinosaurs and
dinosaur
people,
thing?
people
That's
live together at
fake
the same
now?
time? No. That's the thing.
Real.
When it first came out, I said I went looking at Snopes because I was like, this seems way too
planned.
This seems exactly like I would expect, like a bullshit private, elementary school to run. Like, oh, Jesus made it, and all these. Because like the last question was, when someone tells you that the world is millions or even billions of years old, what do you say to them? This is a fourth grade science quiz.
Oh, I know.
Science
Were you
quiz.
there?
Were you
Yes.
there? That's what you're. Also, there was no question mark on the end of it. That's a whole other problem that I have with it. It's a fourth grader.
So
Fuck it.
those
I'm not
are
going to
our
go.
listeners right there.
Yeah, those are our listeners, and that's why we have them, because garbage schools are putting out children that don't understand how to think cognitively. That's don't know how to think. Period. But then, so I snopes it, and they were still researching, trying to figure it out. There's been
whether
more.
or not that's a valid argument is where
No,
you were there.
no,
'Cause
no,
I don't need to snopes that shit.
They were saying that they weren't sure if this was real.
Oh,
and
okay.
I mean, like you look at the thing, and it's 5 minutes with a Word, with Microsoft Word, and you can make this document. And if you just want to like smear Christianity or whatever, then that's how you would do it.
Right.
And I'm firmly on the side of believing that is garbage. But it sounded like right up my alley.
This is the thing that sucks because I feel that "were you there" is a very valid argument for most things. Like you can say "were you there," and people can go, "Well, no."
Well, like what? Because
Like,
most
for example,
Abraham Lincoln
there's-
was shot in the head.
right, there are so many things
whatever,
that we
whatever
don't.
it might be. But there are things where you can go, you know what? There's definitely room for me to not believe it because I wasn't there and nobody around was there. But when it's stuff like evolution that has been scientifically proven as like a fact,
It's a theory that still holds up even after gobs and gobs of data.
yeah,
Which is, it's a theory. Is it stands until it's disproven. And
right.
go nuts, try and disprove it. That's the point of scientific progress, scientific inquiry. But yeah, I snopes this thing. They're still trying to figure it out. This last week, they said it's probably true because they got more information from the person who supposedly posted it. They're gonna give more information once the kid gets out of the school year because they don't want the kid's record to get fucked up by crazy administrators, shutting it down. So it seems probably true. But when it first came out, I was telling my friends like, this is probably bullshit. So be careful. Which is what you should do. Be skeptical about these things. All of you people,
Be
for God's
skeptical
sakes.
about everything.
Please.
What about chemtrails, guys? Should we talk about that for 20 minutes, or
Nope.
should we just move on to the?
Yep.
It's an actual question. All right. So if I'm reading this right, then our first question comes from HoneyDip23 from Twitter, which we found out you can now hashtag asking for a friend because a lot of people have been apparently.
Are you
So-
serious?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend?
That whole
Like the
hashtag,
whole thing?
that giant hashtag.
I did not realize.
Yeah.
100. Wait a minute.
Immediate, like every
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay,
It's a
yeah,
very
okay, I get it.
active,
Right, not
oh,
for
but not
us,
for
just
us.
because.
No, not for AF show. But yes, the generic
Gotcha.
public asking for a
I was
friend
like,
hashtag.
I know I'm pretty funny, but I was assuming that Chan's bitterness was
Yeah.
probably chasing people away
Yeah.
by the
So
droves.
yeah, we're taking it back. That's ours now.
Okay, fair enough.
So this comes from HoneyDip.
I tried to do that, by the way,
What was that?
with the Legion of Tweevil.
Yeah.
I tried to take that hashtag hashtag LOT, but apparently love of teens
Gross.
is a thing.
Wow.
I even
Yeah,
even
that's
after all
not
that
a-
time.
That's not something you
I s-
want to take back.
No, I didn't understand. Well, it was
like,
teens.
well, wait, hold on.
It was
what,
teens
what teens?
doing it.
Like 19s? You can love them all you want. Big fan.
Kind of.
Are you a big fan?
Big fan of the
Wow.
19s.
Are you really?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Really?
There's that's
Did I just
still
make it
Twilight.
awkward?
That's still Twilight Zone. A Twilight area. Like that is the age at which girls are still high schoolers. Like
Nope.
dumb as a box of rocks.
Nope.
Just
Once they
absolutely.
graduate high school, most. It's been my experience that most chicks turn into
boom.
mature, well-spoken, thought-out, sexy 19-year-old women. You get that diploma in your hand from Lincoln High School,
Just
and
like, boom.
bam, that's
Mhm.
it.
Nothing that you just said. Were you there?
No, unfortunately, I feel like he was there.
And
At the
apparently had
graduation ceremony.
I
blinders
was in
on,
the
yeah.
bushes. I was in the bushes.
Well, that goes right into HoneyDip's question. Can you get carpal tunnel syndrome from masturbating too much?
Theoretically,
no,
yes.
No, because carpal tunnel's in your fingers. Are you?
No,
fingering your-
wrists.
Oh yeah. Yep, you're right. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna leave.
You can, but it's a stupid question because it is pretty close to impossible.
You'd have to jerk
To-
off a lot.
Yeah,
Like if you're a porn star, if you're a porn star whose specialty is jerking people off.
okay. Well, here's the thing. When you're to get carpal tunnel syndrome, generally, probably after about a year of like 8 hours a day of typing, it's possible to start to develop that sort of thing. So if in a year you are doing 40 hours a week of jerking off, like for a year, then you might get carpal tunnel syndrome. It's not impossible that such a thing would happen. Pretty goddamn difficult.
Yeah, and my mom's been typing. I was not jerking off. My mom's been typing
Is that what they call it in Nebraska?
Yeah. My mom has been. Well, no, you know what? She also answers phones, I guess. But she's
Wait,
been
wait,
doing
wait,
it for
what?
like.
Does that?
Answering
Never mind, go
phones,
on.
is
My
it-
mom's a paralegal, but anyway, so she's been a paralegal for like 40 years, right? And
Mhm.
so she could totally have carpal tunnel syndrome, and she doesn't.
Well, yeah.
So
I mean,
even if you did jerk off somebody for 40 hours a week,
you would have to be doing it incorrectly
yeah,
and in a bad position, something that's not ergonomically correct.
right, you'd have to
If
be
you're
like,
not jerking off ergonomically correct,
yeah.
that's weird.
And my
because-
girlfriend won't jerk me off for 5 minutes if it's uncomfortable.
Sure. Will she jerk you off for 5 minutes, even if it is comfortable?
Maybe
She
if
doesn't
she's-
seem like a hand job kind of person.
Maybe if she's on her period and I beg.
Wow. Okay. Does she listen to the show?
No.
Okay.
For the best.
Just checking. Just checking.
Or is that? Are we
So,
moving on already?
Yeah. Don't be a dummy. That's how most of our shit end.
Either don't be a dummy or kill yourself.
No. Don't kill yourself. Get smarter. The problem is there are dumb people in the world, and we don't want the dumb people. The two options: yes, kill yourself, or just become a smarter person. Wouldn't it be great if the entire world was full of smart people? A bunch of smart people. That would be fantastic. That would be the dream.
Yeah, but that's not how like evolution works.
Yeah, but that's how we want it to be. We have defied evolution. That is our raison d'etre.
Yeah,
as a species.
Look at Puggles.
Is to tell.
We made that.
Yeah,
We were like, take this, evolution.
What?
yeah. There are, or even just straight up pugs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Half pugs, half
Pugs are-
poodles.
Oh.
Even pugs who's got the noses all squishy and like it's hard for them to breathe. We're telling nature to go fuck itself. We're telling nature that we can create beasts that are not fit for
Life.
living in a house, not even just out in the wild. Like they have troubles just walking around a perfectly safe space.
Yeah.
So,
like
yeah.
pretty much the entire state of Iowa.
Pretty much. Really? Is that what?
Yep.
Is that
That's
just
where I
got
went.
small noses?
Yep. Because they're all fucking idiots.
See, now what if it were a state full of smart, beautiful people?
Then-
Wouldn't that be better?
Yeah, it'd be better.
Wouldn't it be better?
Be
All
better.
right then. Moving on.
I'm not going to, whatever that is.
Yeah.
It'll take me a while to figure that one out. All right, let's move on to Mora Blue. Did I skip one? No. Mora Blue asks, pity sex is better than no sex, right?
Yes. Next question.
Next
That is the
question.
first agreement ever on this show. We are done. Peace out. Sweet. Matt Morganson on Twitter asks, can you get arrested for riding a bicycle drunk?
Yes.
Also, yes.
Yes. It is a situation that I have not been arrested for it, but I know people who have been arrested in Bakersfield, California. Actually, Oildale, technically, because it's a little bit more of a problem in Oildale. You know, you got those suburbs that, you know, like there's a town, and then there's the shitty suburb, you know. In this case, Oildale is where all the rednecks, racists, just the awful of the species live and reside.
That's your opinion.
No. Like this is worse than this is not like good Nebraska. This is meth racism.
Oh.
These are the terrible people.
Okay.
Um,
I know those people. I know exactly what that was the best way to describe those people.
they're people who would get arrested for driving drunk on their bicycles.
Right.
Because it is still a hazard, and it's more a hazard to them than to other people.
They definitely have their shirt off, and they're probably not wearing shoes.
Yes, all of these things.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can. Best just sober up before you go bicycling. Or I mean, if you can keep your shit together, fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, don't be like a meth racist on a bicycle, because you're automatically like they're looking for you.
Yeah.
You are the equivalent on a bicycle as a black dude in an Escalade in Compton. You're getting pulled over, dude.
Right. But well, I mean, like that is not really profiling. That is no, I'm talking about like the meth racist driving around drunk on a bicycle.
That's profiling for sure, right? You would see that and you'd be like, that dude's probably drunk on that bicycle or on meth.
Well, no, I mean if he's swerving around, then
And
obviously
he's
he's
doesn't
drunk.
have a shirt and he's not wearing shoes and
Yeah.
it's like 9:30.
No, 'cause-
at
no,
night,
'cause
and
there's-
he's
'cause-
really close to a trailer park.
Solid 30% of the people living in Oildale are shirtless riding around on a bicycle with no shoes on.
Never been to. I've never. Is that a real place? You're not. I thought it was like a name you're making up.
No. It is. I mean, technically, it's a separate town, but yeah, right north of Bakersfield. But they're you do something. They do something wrong. Then you do something wrong. But like a black guy in an Escalade in Compton, I don't think they're doing anything wrong.
Not
most
necessarily,
times.
but they're gonna get pulled over.
I don't know. If that same
In L.A., come on.
No,
Tell me a cop drives by and doesn't pull that escalator.
if that same vehicle shows up in Beverly Hills, oh yeah, you bet your ass you're gonna get pulled over. But Compton, that's sort of probably more common.
No, they're doing the Escalade because they're assuming he shouldn't be there because he's in an Escalade.
The black guy in Compton
In an Escalade?
Uh-huh.
Why does anybody in Compton own an Escalade?
Because they had good enough credit to get one. They won't have good credit afterwards, but
That's a thing you can do? I thought I had to go back and relook at like racism and stuff. Maybe I misunderstand how it works. Maybe I'm misunderstanding this thing. Maybe I gotta go check that out. If anybody out there understands what I'm getting at, please send an email to the show and say that you understand where I'm coming from.
Awesome. All right. Once again, you can send us your questions on Twitter at AFAF Show or use the hashtag AskingForAFriendShow. And
does that pick up? Is that too long?
what?
Asking for a friend show
What do
as
you
a
mean?
hashtag?
It apparently works.
Oh, okay.
People are using it.
No,
Asking for
no,
a
they're
friend.
they're doing asking for
no.
a friend.
Did I say show at the end
Yeah,
of asking
yeah,
for
yeah.
a friend? Don't do that.
Don't do asking for a friend
Just
because
do
then
asking-
it's going to get lost in like we're not going to know if you're doing it for us.
But we're gonna assume you are, and we're gonna
You
tell
should do
everybody you
both
are.
and ask a very, very short question.
Just do FF
Why
show.
is blue asking for a friend, asking for a friend show,
And
AFAF show?
negative two characters is what you have.
Do at FF show.
There you
For
go.
God's sakes, keep it simple. We don't want to make it hard on you people. We want to make your life easier.
Life is
That's what we're
apparently
here
hard
for.
enough for most of these
Mhm.
people.
Oh God, must
Um,
be.
Speaking of which, 12 Berkey asks.
12 Berkey.
Yep, I don't have a better pronunciation on that whatsoever.
Can you spell it?
No, it's 1
1
2
2
BURKY.
That's
Berkey.
12 Berkey.
Yeah.
How does one remove a family member from one's life without them actually knowing?
If they live in the house, there's no
Burn the
doing
house,
that. Yeah. They
then
would
you
know.
Remove
They would
them
know.
permanently. They know for a brief amount of time.
Okay.
Mhm.
How do you
Don't do
remove
that.
someone from your life? A family member, I guess.
Mm.
Assuming they're doing something terrible and you just don't want to be around them anymore. You don't want to live with their negativity or whatever. I mean, it's the same as a friend. Again, assuming that you don't live in the same house. If you live in the same house, you can't.
Yeah, you can't.
So fucking
So, like, if this is
deal
the
with
thing
it.
where it's like, I don't like my brother,
Right.
then you're fucked.
And usually, you know,
It is.
it's not that big a deal.
But if it's like your drunk uncle, just don't go around him.
yeah.
I mean,
And there's a gajillion. Talk to any girl, and she's going to be able to give you 1,000 excuses why she can't go on a date with you or something like that.
yeah.
Just use those.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to want to
Have
like
to wash my hair.
eliminate the
Yeah.
good,
have to wash my
the
dog.
obvious ones.
A lot of
like-
washing.
Right.
I have to
right.
wash a lot of stuff.
Right. If
Just
I-
start saying that. I got a lot of washing to do.
I'm assuming that if you're in school, then like, oh shit, I got blank practice, or I can't because I have
Theater's always a good excuse because that takes a long time.
Oh yeah. Or even sports even.
Yeah, sports is another one.
so
But
get in a-
chances are, if you're on Yahoo asking us questions, you aren't in sports. I'm just throwing that out there.
Possibly. I don't know. Kids these days, they got a lot
World
of
of
time on their hands.
Warcraft.
A lot of time.
World of
World-
Warcraft. That takes a long time, right?
Yeah,
Nerds.
but that's not something.
Right, nerds.
That's not a thing.
I gotta
Games
I gotta
don't
level up.
You gotta give them something that's like, oh well, that makes sense. That's understandable. I get it. Okay, I won't molest you today. I'll wait
Yeah.
for next week. What? Oh, you have plans then too? Oh, I guess I'll have to find some other underage child to fondle.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
I'm assuming
this
it's not-
person's being molested.
I'm assuming that it's not the drunk uncle. I'm assuming it's like I have two brothers that used to fight all the time.
Uh
I probably shouldn't get into this, but
huh. Do
But-
they listen?
no,
Of
but they're
course they
no,
don't.
but they're kids. My nieces
Their
and nephew.
kids
might.
don't listen to this.
Um,
If they do, I'm very sorry.
Should I
to
avoid the
Tweedies.
vagina question that's coming up?
no,
Nope.
no, because they're my age. They're my age. I just don't want them to think I'm talking shit about their dad.
Oh,
because
why wouldn't? What's the problem? I mean, they must know that
they're
their dad's
a piece of shit to each other. Like one of my brothers stabbed the other one in an ear with a pencil on accident, and it stuck in his ear, and then and then he pulled
Yeah.
it. It's a long story, but that's the kind of shit. And you know
Right.
what? They never got away from each other. They don't want to be around each other, but they still have to, and they're 50 years old now. And
Yeah, and you're gonna have to show up for family reunions, and you just hang around on the other side of the picnic table.
But drunk uncles, yeah, you can totally avoid them for pretty much all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah. Just come up with a good
Or a
good
drunkle.
A drunkle. All right, I'll buy that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a drunkle. I've trademarked that
Just
already.
like cankles or cat ankles.
No.
Drunkles or drunkle. What?
No, cankles are not cat ankles.
Obviously they are, because ankle and cat.
No, a cankle is
Cankle.
a fat person's ankle.
Then it would be a fankle.
No, then it's a calf.
Cankle is a cat's
no,
ankle.
a cankle is a calf that you can't decipher. You can't decipher when your calves meet your ankle. A cankle.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it
because
does.
Wait,
Because that's
when
what
the foot turns,
What's that
because the
special
foot is
exercise
perpendicular.
women do?
Kegels.
Okay, what's
Mid-
that? What's
mid-
that noodle dessert that Jewish people eat?
Kugel?
Yep. All right, good. I'm glad we got that all straightened out. Let's
What?
move along.
What did we? We didn't get shit straightened out. You just tried to make a joke about vaginas.
What's
How
a noodle?
dare you? We don't joke here.
What's a
This
noodle?
shit's straight up real.
What's
Kugel?
what is it?
Kugel.
Kugel?
Yeah.
K
It's
U E G
like
E
a
L.
sweet
It's
noodle.
like so you're saying that's like a Jewish Kegel?
No,
Kegel.
they all
Okay,
just sound
it depends
funny.
on
Depends on what.
Kegel or what's the other one? No, there's two. Kegel.
Oh, there's Kegels and Kegels.
No, people get them mixed up all the time.
Wait, what the
and
hell's
I've
the
been-
difference?
No.
Oh, God damn it.
Kegels are when a bird does vagina exercises.
No, because it's doc-
Kegel
It's the
and
named after
eagles.
the doctor.
Wait, and what's that thing I put
Kegels.
my
If you Google it, I promise you'll find this debate on the internet.
because the internet is stupid.
Yo, yeah.
Where do you think we got all our
There's, like,
questions from?
yeah.
Stupid people.
Let's move along.
I agree, it's Kegel. I agree that it's Kegel, just for the record.
I believe that's how I used to refer to it, if I ever did. From the YouTube, Matt Monster 6 asks.
Are you suggesting that your wife does not have a taut?
No, men can
nether
use it
region?
too.
Where did you get that?
Because
That
you
is
said you
not-
had never referred to Kegels before.
You
So
know,
that sounds to me
you know,
like
men
Why
can do
would I need
Kegels
to?
as well, right? Kegel is just the pubic
I'm doing
floor.
them right now.
yeah.
It's just the pubic floor.
Not
It makes you
gross.
not. It makes you not. It makes you be able to shut off your cum hole.
Yeah, so that you can last longer during sex.
Yep, and also so you don't get testicular cancer.
What are you saying that?
And ninjas used to either ninjas.
Oh,
Or,
Jesus.
No, listen. This
I,
is,
was-
think
oh.
it's samurais, but go
Here-
it
on.
might be samurai.
Here,
It's
me and
either
Tweedy were on
ninjas-
the same boat, and then all of a sudden ninjas come into the
It's either
table.
ninjas or samurais. Used to be able to suck their balls up into their. Up into
You're
themselves.
As
thinking
long
of
as you qual-
sumo wrestlers.
Could you have just stopped
No.
at the
You are
first
thinking of
use
sumo
No, I'm
wrestlers.
not.
Yes, you
Were
are.
there
No,
sumo
That
wrestlers?
just happens.
Were there sumo wrestlers back when my old theater teacher used to?
What? Were you there?
Were you there?
All right, on the YouTube page, Matt Monster 6 asks, and I do have the Urban Dictionary pulled up just in case we need it. Can males get blue waffles?
I don't
Look
know
it
what
up.
is.
I have no idea what that is.
The definition, I'm going to go with the top definition. 'Cause there's multiples.
Of course there is. That's the reason this show exists, because there's multiple definitions of blue waffles on Urban Dictionary.
A vaginal infection or battering of the vagina.
A vaginal infection.
then no,
okay,
no.
or a battering of the vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, men can't
Both
get
of those
that.
are completely different things.
Well, and both
Oh,
of them
yeah.
involve vaginas.
Yes,
So then no, a man can't get that.
but a guy could get a yeast infection
No.
from a girl that had
No.
a yeast infection.
No.
And then give it to like
Guys cannot
So,
get a yeast infection.
dog or
That's not what a
something.
that's not what a yeast infection. That's not a thing. You guys are wrong.
what?
You cannot. Men cannot get a yeast infection.
Look it up.
Men can get a yeast infection. Yes, they can.
I think-
Anywhere
yeah.
where there's like a dark, wet place, and you have like dark, wet areas
Not
in your male area.
Not mine.
Men can
There's
get
no
a
dark, wet
yeast-
place
your
in mine.
area.
Men
It's-
can totally get a yeast infection.
yeah,
Uh,
it's not easy, but it can be done.
You
yeah.
can get one in your anus.
Wow.
My anus is super dry.
Not everybody's is. Some people got dank holes, all right, and
Well,
sometimes those are going to get infected. It's
Is
a
that
thing.
like the new song from random hip hop person
You-
now? Nope.
I got it. I'll put a yeast infection in your anus.
We haven't Mona silence for
You're
that
gonna
joke.
put a yeast infection in your anus.
All right.
That's what I feel like if I was gonna be like a Weird Al rapper. That's what I would do.
Twitter question. Matt Monster is he? I can't
What is it?
tell.
Did he also have a Twitter question?
Oh, I think his was the can you get arrested for riding a bike drunk?
Yeah, for
I think
sure.
got
We
that.
think that's also Matt. I pronounced it once. Yeah, I made that connection too, but it seemed like possibly a stretch that we answered somebody's 2 questions from one person. It's
Cool.
possible.
Why
It's
would
very possible.
why is that a bad thing?
No, it's not. I think that's great.
But if you keep
Um,
asking, we're gonna charge you. For
Okay, I just saw a picture of blue waffles.
Gross.
Oh.
Which kind was it?
It's a vaginal infection, and then I'm
turn
guessing
blue and
that,
have lines on it or something.
there was blue involved.
Was
it
there
was-
like?
It's some
Waffle
sort of
involved?
infection. It's just,
Wow.
no. Apparently, waffle is a term for
Vagina.
the female. Yeah, the female reproductive
What?
system. Yeah. What are you gonna do, kids?
Is the vagina?
That's fine.
Is the vagina
Do
considered?
kids know what waffles are these days? Because I mean, they take more than 3 seconds to make. So oh no, they don't. Egos exist.
Yep.
Mm.
There you
I'm
go.
done.
There you go.
Moving on.
So
what
when
were you
someone's saying
Tweety?
Lego my ego, you know, it's
Oh,
like
gross.
seriously,
Oh, I
just
can
stop.
never have
Just
that
stop
doing
again.
that. Stop doing that.
Oh, that's
There
the
you go.
worst
Let
thing
go.
ever.
I already came. Let's just move on.
Phased Bemused from Twitter asks, people who have given up smoking, how long do the grinding pangs of desire last for, Tweedy?
Forever.
Not that
No,
long.
About a month.
Well, here's
yeah,
the
a
thing.
month.
Unless you have a weak mind, then they last for a
Then
long
you'll
time.
drag it out because you'll cheat.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different for
For
different
weak
physiologies.
people. For weak
There's
people.
some
it's
people.
different.
There's the problem is the anti-smoking campaigns that they've had for I don't know 60 years.
Okay,
Have
Go
operate on the presumption that everybody is going to get addicted almost immediately, and that addiction will last forever. The problem is there's a significant portion of the population that will smoke or do other things, like cocaine, for example. There are a lot of people who have done it in their youth, and then they just stop, and there's no continuing desire to do it. There's, like, for a while, there's sort of like the habit. It's like, oh, you know, I'm standing around, I might as well just put a cigarette in my
Yeah.
mouth. But once that goes away, the physiological addiction is simply not there. So, like, a lot of these anti-smoking campaigns don't work well because people are like, oh, no, I don't have
I think
that
that
addiction.
I'm going to actually disagree with you. I think that this anti-smoking campaigns lately are working super well.
Mhm.
And I think that the difference between my dad's generation, which they had the stuff that was like 1 out of 3 doctors smoke Camels,
Right.
and then like my niece's generation is that they're actually in your face about it. You see what's going to happen and da-da-da-da.
Right.
And so you don't. There's way less smokers. Maybe it's
Oh,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
live in L.A. though.
No, I'm saying they're doing it right, but they're lumping in a lot of
The
people
bullshit,
indirectly.
yeah. Yeah. But if you're worried about quitting smoking, dude, it's the hardest, easiest thing you'll ever do. It's super simple. Don't put a cigarette in your mouth ever again, you fucking
Yeah.
weak asshole.
A lot of it is social. Like, if you hang around with smokers, essentially you have to you stop hanging around with those people, and that's that additional loss that you have to suffer, and that's part of the problem. It's like, well, all
Right.
my friends are here.
All my
so
friends are
hang around
smoking
here.
cigarettes, and they're not gonna like me anymore if I don't smoke cigarettes.
They won't.
They will.
They
All my
flat out
friends
won't.
smoke cigarettes, and back home, and they still hang out
Right.
with me when I go back home.
Right, because you were only home for like a
3
week
months
at
at
a
a
time.
time.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, they
3
got
months at a
they got to
time,
get their
man.
time in. But I gotta say, with your whole cold turkey thing, I quit. I had been smoking for 10 years, and I quit 3 distinct times.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried cold turkey like twice. And then the thing that really stuck was Xing out certain things. Like, I stopped smoking in my apartment first for like a week.
Okay.
Then I cut out smoking in my car altogether.
Right.
And then I was only smoking when I was at a cafe or at a party. And once I cut out the cafe thing, it was easy to just never buy them again.
Nice.
And then finally it was, not accessible, and I just stopped.
Yeah. Taking
And-
it in parts,
Yeah.
or like a lot of that too is like breaking the specific location-based habits.
A lot of it is, it's really that sort of geographical like trigger where it's like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm here, I should be doing this.
Yeah.
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 My dad quit smoking. He carried around a pack of cigarettes in his front pocket, just to let him know that he could have one whenever he wanted
Sure.
it.
Nice.
And then that's how he quit. He just was like a will thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Rednecks, you know?
well, I mean, what it comes down to, it's not so much weak will as do you want to quit. Because if you
will.
don't
It's
want to
weak
quit,
will. Don't listen to
If
him.
you
It's weak
wanna
will.
quit-
If you don't quit smoking, you're a weak person.
or you just don't want to stop.
I quit smoking 6 times before I finally quit. Quitting smoking cigarettes is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. It's not about being weak. You're right. It's literally a pain in the ass.
Literally a pain in the ass?
It's literally
Like your asshole was hurting?
yeah, literally like dude, like literally.
You're
a
right. I
pain
do
in-
that way too, just as a reflex when someone says literally and they don't mean the dictionary definition of literally.
No, I
will
literally
jump on that.
my ass hurt.
From
Not
the anal
smoking
sex that you were using
Yeah.
to replace the cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
Go on.
I mean, that is an option. Certainly, there are a lot of people who will, like you gain weight because you replace the smoking with food. Some people
Yep, I gained
replace
a
the
lot of
smoking
weight.
with anal sex.
Yeah, I
oh,
gained-
so is anal sex and smoking food
and
that
weight
you gain.
food. Oh, I had so many things.
Oh,
Sucking
okay.
dicks.
Right.
So many things.
It-
But
and
then
what
anal and sucking dicks goes hand in hand. So
Okay, well, not necessarily. Some people just
I
do
don't
one
know
or the
who
other.
you hang out with.
Actually, no, I don't know that people. I don't know that people just have anal sex and don't
I usually
have
do it
oral
in that.
sex.
I usually do it in that order too. Anal sex.
Oh,
and
you
then
do the
sucking dick.
ATM.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
So the answer is ass to mouth. That's the
Ah.
answer to quit smoking.
Nope.
Because once you get into that, once you start associating, a longitudinal object that tastes like dookie in
Yeah.
your mouth, then you're like, you know what? No,
Yeah.
I don't need another cigarette.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
I've got enough things in my mouth right now that are
Of course, you're also not
phallic
going
and
to
taste like shit.
ever be able to eat carrots ever again. But, it's a
Unless
small
you
price
dip them
to
in
pay.
shit first.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's.
All right, moving on.
I don't think we've been less helpful in quite some time.
most of this show. Girl Flawed asks, "At what age are you considered a cougar?"
Ugh. See,
I don't think
porn
it's-
has ruined this.
I don't think it's what age are you considered a cougar.
27.
I don't think it's what age are you considered a cougar. I think it's what is the age difference between the two people that makes her a cougar, right?
Oh, yeah,
Because if
Okay,
you're
that makes
27,
yeah,
if you're
that sounds
20,
good.
if you're 27 and the kid is 8, you're a cougar for sure,
Sure, absolutely.
and a child molester.
Also that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh man, oh what a great idea for a sketch. Somebody should write that sketch and send it to SNL.
yeah, the problem with porn is you get to that place where in the morning you tie your hair up in pigtails and you're a teen. You're just like barely legal.
Right.
And then later on in the evening you put on like a long dress and then you go in to do the my mom's
DVD
my best
scene.
friend's mom thing,
Right.
where they walk in and it's like, oh, hi, Mrs. Johnson, and the age difference between the two people was like 2 years. But I like your distance between.
Yeah, because I think that's what it is. So I
I
would
don't
say
like the 8-year-old thing.
10 years makes you a cougar. Like if he's 25 and 35, I think that's fairly a
No,
cougar.
35 that's real
15,
short.
40 to
I think
25.
I think definitely at 20, probably at 15.
Yeah, like if
15's
you're 40
reasonable.
and they're 25, you're definitely. That's not even. I don't think that's a question. You're a cougar.
Because I think the ideal is
like if you're
41
15
and
and they're
21.
like 6 months old, you're a cougar.
right. No, I think at that point you just become a child molester.
And a
There's
child
just
molesting
child
cougar.
molesting,
Child
not even a
molesting, yeah,
cougar.
child molesting cougar.
Not even no.
I disagree. You're both.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
We should do some experimentation. We should show some pictures of 20-year-old women with 6-month-old boys and show them to people and see like, well, is that a cougar or no? She's sucking his dick, and there's the age difference of
I just had that vision in my head, man. Stop it.
Okay, this just in. Once again from Matt Monster 6 on Twitter now. This is another one where I have to look something up because I have a feeling no one's gonna know it. But it's
probably
less.
I'm probably gonna know it because I'm super young.
Well, it's less slang oriented and more current event. He asks, "Do you believe that Michelle Keegan posted that picture of her boobs? Also, were they her boobs? I don't think they were."
Who's Michelle Keegan?
That's what
The
I.
hell
had-
kind of
yeah, I have
question
no
is
idea.
that?
Well, it seemed like a legitimate question in which we.
No,
have
I
to
think it
look up
probably.
the
I'm
picture's
gonna
boobs.
go with without even knowing who it is or anything about the situation. My guess is going to be yes, because for some reason celebrities think the best place to keep naked pictures of themselves is on their fucking
phone?
cell phone.
Yeah.
Are you
Well,
fucking
where
kidding
else are
me?
you going to
Easily
take
hacked.
them is the thing.
What?
Where What else
with
are you gonna
their
take? It with?
$3,000 Canon.
Why would they have a
60D
$3,000 Canon?
Because they're celebrities.
They're-
That's the kind of dumb shit they'd spend their money on.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. All my aunt does that shit. She
Is
has
she a
Canon-
celebrity?
Well, but she's rich. She has a Canon 5D.
Right, but if your job
it's like,
all
why-
day, is to get photographed, why would you buy a camera at home?
So you can take pictures of stuff that you
Why
want to
would
take pictures
No,
of.
you would only you wouldn't
Like
be doing
you're-
it seriously. You would just be doing it as a lark. So you would just use your phone because your phone can do that.
No, but you want to go because this is what because you're a celebrity, so you have this like invalid like self-importance thing going on,
Right.
Where you're like everything I do is
But you
wonderful.
don't want it to be. I
So
mean,
you go get a Canon 5D.
No, if you're
and you
taking a
start
picture of
taking
yourself-
pictures of like the sky, and you go, oh my God, look how wonderful of a photographer I am. I'm taking pictures of my sky. Oh, here's my titty.
with a Canon 5D.
I don't know, man, but that's my
For
guess.
God's sakes, you use a fucking flip phone, not a flip phone, an iPhone, because it's simple and it's reasonably good quality.
No, but I'm
See
saying no,
yourself.
but I'm saying this.
And it has a button that lets you take a picture of yourself.
No, that's what
There's
I'm
a button
saying. No, I
specifically
think
for
you're
that.
missing- I think
There's a
what-
titty button on
I
there,
think
so you
somehow-
can take a picture of your own nipples.
think we
It's
somehow-
right up there in the upper
I
right-hand
think
corner.
I think we somehow started arguing the same point and didn't realize it. What I'm saying is that they have a Canon 5D, so that's what they should use, and that's what I'm saying. They should use it, and do this, and then it's on a Canon that no one knows about.
How difficult is it to hold that piece of shit
That's
up?
what I'm saying.
It's hard. Why would you do
But
that?
So they use their
Why
phone.
would you
They
do
do
that?
this kind of dumb shit.
That is a phone.
In the
do you see how that's
what
a
I'm
phone and not a
saying.
Canon
They
5G?
should not do that, but they do that. But they
no,
shouldn't.
they should not do that.
But they do. They should not do that. But they do. They should use the Canon that they have on their dresser. I'm just saying. I'm talking to you, Scarlett Johansson.
You
That reminds me,
are
my Canon's
incorrect.
inside.
To be
I
fair,
probably have that out here.
I mean, here's the thing. People think that their phones are inviolable, and they should be.
But
and
they're
for
not.
the most part, they are.
No, they're not.
Every once in a while, someone can crack in.
Always. Everybody can crack it whenever they want. The government knows where you are all the time because of your phone. And they can get into your phone. I'm telling you.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, it's possible.
Chemo guys. You guys want to talk about chemo trails?
Chemo trails.
I mean,
You mean a bunch of.
I mean,
It's like, look at that line of people outside of the medicinal marijuana place. They got no hair. We call those chemo trails.
Did I say chemo trails?
Yes, you did.
I literally meant chemtrails.
I know. I know what you meant. No, I'm not gonna bite. I'm gonna let the literally hang. Just let it. I mean, you already damned yourself by calling them chemo trails. Did we? What was the question?
The boobs.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
where
we're
did-
fine.
She probably
Fuck
did
that
it.
question.
She
You don't wanna-
probably
you don't
did
want to
it.
Google
We answered
boobs?
something.
No,
Alright,
I mean,
fine.
no, let's Google the boobs for sure
Why?
because I want to see them.
Why
As
not
far
just
as I
go
can
to
tell, this is what we're
RedTube?
looking for.
Who is that?
I think she's a singer or possibly dating someone in One Direction. I can't tell yet.
Those boobs don't look any better than any other pair of boobs I've ever seen.
Meh.
Yeah, all right.
They're okay. A little bit bigger than some, but I mean, I'm used to looking at Chan, so they're not that much bigger.
Hey.
Damn, son.
Bam. Chan outran me the other day. I was mildly
He does
impressed.
half marathons.
Yeah.
Do you do full marathons yet?
Oh yeah, but don't
What
worry.
happened?
That is not a thing. You don't just do a half marathon and then like 3 weeks later it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do a marathon.
I've done 2 of these, so clearly I can do that.
Yeah. If
It's
they're
simple
spread
addition.
out over a week, then yes.
All
Yes,
right.
I could do a marathon.
I didn't think he could though, because of his age.
Uh huh. I'm like 2 years older than you.
You're 37, right?
38.
You're 6 years older than me, son.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Liz, are
Because
we
it really
tweeting
doesn't
something?
show. Because I look younger than you. Those years are really wearing on you, son.
Nope.
You keep on dragging at your eyes like you're trying to flatten out your crow's feet. That's not going to happen. People can tell that. You have to wander around like you're like a fourth grader pretending to be a Chinaman
See?
to make
I
that
knew it
work.
was getting there.
Yep.
I called it early. All right, let's move on. We have time for a couple more of these. Once again from Twitter.
We got time for a shit ton more.
'Cause
We'll
they're
just
all
blow
short
through
on
these.
Twitter.
Yeah. Yes.
That's
no.
the beauty of the
yes,
Twitter thing is
yes.
they're real short questions. We don't have any of that ancillary, I'm this thing and blah,
Yeah.
whatever.
And they're all questions today. There hasn't been any statements.
Yeah.
Well, that's because we're trying them from Twitter
The
this
Twitter
time.
people are definitely smarter than the
No, they're not
Yahoo
smarter. They
answer.
just don't have
Answer.
enough room
Yep.
to get
Yes.
to show their
Exactly.
dumbness,
Right.
Right.
their dumbossitude.
Jilly Altson, no, I said that wrong. Jilly Alston asks, is it wrong
Gilly.
to Febreze a dog?
Yep.
No.
What?
Wow.
Is it wrong to Febreze a dog? No, of course. Febreze the shit out of your dog.
Do you Febreze your dogs?
No.
No, because those are harmful chemicals, and you don't want your dog consuming them.
Oh, yeah, so you Febreze your couch and then let your dogs lay on it and lick it? Come on, get out of here.
If your dogs are licking the couch, that's a problem you should deal with.
No, it's not.
That's
My
not
dog,
something
no.
normal dogs do.
Mishka is a
That's
beautiful, beautiful creature, and she licks the shit out of everything.
She's dumb.
Oh, dude, I swear to God, I'll stab you in the face with something.
Am I
Take it
incorrect?
back.
Am I incorrect?
That's not the question.
Am I wrong?
Hey, would you just walk up to someone with a retarded child and be like, your kid is dumb?
Oh.
Would you do that?
No, I would
accurate.
say, I'm sorry that your child... No, actually, I wouldn't say that.
You wouldn't. You would
First
keep your mouth shut.
First off, I would walk up to you, walking up to someone saying that. I was like, it's developmentally disabled. That's rude. Also, here's the thing. When I was in the 5th grade, in gym class, because it was like a few classes.
Mishka, if you're listening, baby,
few
you're great. You're a wonderful puppy.
5th graders in the same gym class, like from a few different two classes or whatever. And they handed out some sort of handout about a thing, some sort of, program or whatever. And afterwards, one of the kids from one of the other classes said, like, what does this say? And I was like, it says like, there's a track meet at Saturday. What are you, stupid? You can't read? Found out that he was from the special class and that he was developmentally disabled, in fact, could not read, and felt horrible about what I had said to him. I did not realize that was the case. When I found out, I apologized, and I felt fucking horrible. And ever since the fucking 5th grade, I fucking studiously avoid using the R word because that shit affected me deeply.
So you find it okay to insult my puppy now?
Has your dog taken the SATs?
Well, no.
Has your dog graduated from any level of primary education?
Only the ones that I've given him. The sit, stand, roll over. He can stand.
Can any animal that we know of read?
Monkeys, I bet. I bet there's monkeys that can read. Sign language?
Sign language.
read,
I'm talking about English or,
But they
like
read,
written
like,
language.
Apple, they read like the thing when like a person
They see
says-
pictures.
They can do
like,
words.
oh, that's a fucking apple because it looks like a fucking apple.
That's all that reading is. Reading is just looking at pictures.
My point is,
letters.
the dog is no dumber or stupider than any other dog who also can't read. All dogs are dumb.
Just take back what you said about my dog being stupid.
All dogs are dumb.
Okay, well, you're mean.
There is no retardation of the dog's mental state because the dog doesn't get to a state where it can read.
No,
Ever.
No, you called my
No
dog
dog.
dumb because it licked couches. Not because it couldn't read.
Okay, yeah, that still stands.
All right.
My cat is dumb. I don't have a problem admitting that.
Well, your
And I
cat's
don't have a problem
cat,
with
though.
people telling me that. He's a dumb cat.
My dog is awesome.
He's also an elitist. Like, I'm going to be over here. You guys stay away from me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Here is a question that is sheer opinion, but that'll get us some time. So there's no
yeah,
wrong
we don't
answers here.
we don't approve of sheer opinion
Yeah.
here.
But this comes from
Everything I say is opinion based.
well, this comes from Gimli in the YouTube, so I think we have to do it
All right.
because it's on the YouTube page. What movie title would you pick as your life story?
Good Will Hunting.
Because
Because I'm like Will Hunting. I'm tough, and I'm from South Boston,
No, you're not from Boston.
and I'm also
Not so
I'm
tough.
also wicked smart.
Did not have that accent seconds ago.
I'm gonna have to go with Fast Five.
That's the one? Fast 5? No.
What?
All right. Is there a Fast 6 yet?
It's coming out.
Okay.
I don't know. Like
I can't
that's
go
a
6
good- What a
minutes.
great.
That is just-
That's
I
like
mean,
the
that's
hold
not
on.
'cause
That's
I
like the
can't.
best
I get
question we've
it
ever
now.
been
It's
asked.
just because it's because
It's a thinker.
no, it's not a thinker
And you
because it's a
guys
cum joke.
Stunk it.
Cum jokes are not
You both made
thinkers.
terrible jokes.
I come within 5 minutes. That's the
Uh-huh.
joke. That's
Yeah.
not highbrow. that is close to as low a brow as you can get.
No, I'm saying the question this gentleman asked us on YouTube is like the best question we've ever been asked,
Right.
and we're just breezing through it.
Oh, so
Do you want to
Elucidate.
debate this?
Dude, like I need. Okay, what's a good movie? about a super
movie title, not movie. Because if it's like a movie, like what's the movie of your life? That's a totally different question.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I
So-
mean,
yeah.
Godfather's a cool movie.
but that's not the
That's
movie.
not the title you want. I mean, it's not a terrible title.
Is there a movie called like Loud Nebraskan, Lippy
Jackass?
Redneck?
Lippy redneck. Ooh, Jackass 2.
Probably it. Jackass 3D, right here,
Oh, yeah, there you
all
go.
day.
Yep.
That
'cause
is that's accurate.
You got them floppy boobies.
Yeah, they're not
You really should
Oh,
get
dude,
back
you
on that
guys-
insanity. What are you doing to yourself?
See that, guys? Are you intimidated?
No,
Should be.
your teeth are sticking out. Like, "Grr."
Moving on.
Sure.
All right, what do we got left? From @Scott McGoldrick.
Good name.
Yep. Can you still be considered a sex addict if you're doing it alone?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, no.
Yes.
You can be called a jerk-off addict.
Nope. Still sex addict.
That's not sex.
Same
Sex
release.
takes two people. You're a
Ew.
masturbatorial addict.
That's here's
You're
yeah.
lonely as
Yeah.
fuck.
I wanna argue with you, but no, that's right. I think there are two distinct activities,
Yep.
and
Sex
I don't know which one.
requires either a lot of sex requires another person. Let's put it that way.
and I mean you can still treat them like you're masturbating. That is certainly a thing.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's- in fact, I think
You
that is
could-
what most sex addicts do.
You could probably pull
Like
out
this-
and like come on their face and stuff.
What?
No.
Is
No,
that
I
what you're
just mean
saying?
no. I'm saying that like there's no emotional connection.
Oh, you just
and
treat
they're
them
just
like
using
a hand.
Right.
I get it.
So like on that level, they are the same thing.
Right.
But I think that there's a whole lot more involved with.
I treat my hand
Well-
very similar to the way I treat most of my ex-girlfriends, but I was always like a really violent.
You
like,
moisturize them?
I was
Take
like
them out for ice cream.
I was like a really violent love maker, so I always like punch my hand and choke my hand, and I pull it by its knuckle hair.
Say my name,
That's it.
hand.
Yeah.
He's making a joke where he's mapping over rough sex with his hand. That's how that's going.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't have to
Ball
make that
gag in the
weird face.
hand.
And,
Yeah, you
yeah.
guys get it where it's like it's
Uh-huh.
it's
Right,
called
yeah.
improv.
You-
Puts a
Called
ball
it's
gag
called
on his-
improvising. You guys
Ball
heard
gag
of
on
that?
your hand's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like
Do you
that.
have a lot of sock puppets? You invested in sock puppets? 'Cause I
Huh?
think that might be your thing. Quick shout out to Rock Band Review who came over from the Raz fan page.
Whoa.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Hey, it's
You
Raz.
and me right now, BFFs.
He also said
Hey.
he's
Hey, how jealous of me are you? Because I'm hanging out with Raz.
Did he? Oh, I haven't gotten that comment yet.
He's
It
a
hasn't
jerking
updated.
off addict. Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet.
Yeah, jerking off.
Well, here's the thing. Honestly, I feel like to become an because it is perfectly fine to jerk off once a day, even twice a day if it doesn't get in the way of anything. Like if you're
I think if,
Here's
you
the
know,
thing, if-
depending on how old you are,
No,
you're
it-
16, 4 or 5 times a day is fine.
Yeah.
Here's the
11 times a day. Like
No.
you should be breaking records. Like when you're like, if you're like 16.
Because you only get
15,
100 of
14.
those.
What?
You never heard that one?
No.
No, you get 100 and then it stops working.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. So
100
you're
what?
real close.
100 at once,
No.
100
Total.
Period?
ejaculations.
Yeah, that's the thing when kids first discover that and they're talking to their friends. This is not a thing that happened in your
No.
area.
Nope.
Where they're like, yeah, did you guys do that? They're
Nope.
like, yeah, but you only get 100 of those. What?
No, I never heard that.
That's a weird Philly thing, I guess.
No, it was actually some stand-up comedians bit.
Oh, so you just ruined some Stan's premise to his joke.
Man, you
Apparently,
stealing jokes?
You're like Carlos
That's
Mencia.
ruthless.
Sam is like Sam.
Let me
Carlos
tell you
Mencia
some words you
approved.
can't say on television.
Yeah, if you're making it, if it gets in the way, if you're calling in sick to jerk off,
Then you're an addict.
You're an
Forced,
addict.
Then you're an addict.
But if you're just doing it a bunch of times a day,
you're
I
just-
mean,
you're lonely and you like to nut.
yeah, that's fine.
Again, a hip hop song waiting to happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need a hip hop persona that we can go to with these.
dude. I need to learn how to rap.
MC Ding Dong.
There you go. What?
Mm-hmm.
We could get what's Howard Kramer's guy?
Dragon Boy
Rape.
Suede.
Scratchatory rape.
Oh yeah, that's his DJ.
The
Dragon Boy Suede
hippopotamus.
would be his persona.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah. And the rhinoceros. Those guys were great. The Flight of the
Flight of
Conchords.
the
Yeah,
Conchords,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
them.
yes.
Oh, here's another one from the YouTube page. Duds0110. What is that in binary?
Home.
All right, Duds asks.
Give me a second on that.
Really?
So,
You don't fucking know. He's just making things up. You have to Google whatever he says. You have to Google it. so I can call him out later when he's ready.
5.
All right, I will in a second. Pretty standard question, but what qualities, mental and or physical, do you look for in a relationship or in relationship partners or friends? I butchered the reading on that. It's not him.
Say it one more time.
What qualities do you look for in relationship partners or friends?
Mental or
Mental
physical?
or physical?
Mental and or physical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't have to pick one or the other.
Right.
For friends, they have to be funny. That's pretty much it.
That is
Literally all I care about.
That's about 90% for both for me.
Yeah, like funny
Friends, relationships,
and they can't be like if I go out to a bar, I don't want to get into a fight all the time. Whatever that quality is. Like they can't be a douchebag. Non-douchebag funny people.
Huh. Okay, I can see that being a thing. Cuz my thing is okay, for like a relationship 70% funny, 10% looks. I guess I got to put in 10% for being a douchebag.
10% for looks, you're so full of
80?
shit.
80.
For me, for a
80%,
relationship,
yeah.
it's like 80% looks, 20% funny,
Ooh, no.
50% smart.
No.
36%.
Well, I'd see funny is going to be smart. There's just no way around it.
No, because I would say that I'm funny but not very smart.
Yeah.
I would argue that.
I would
Tweedy
argue
is
the opposite.
the argument for
I would
that.
argument that you are smarter than you are funny.
Well, there's that.
I literally hate you.
By the way, unless I'm reading this incorrectly, it's 6. You're off by 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Missed one.
So it's but better than I would have done. You're close.
I guessed home.
Yeah.
So
he guessed
Yeah.
letters.
Yeah, you did.
So yeah, he failed. What do we got? 23. So we got like 7-8 minutes left. 2 questions. I can't pronounce that. At KMMNDN. Command then asks.
Oh, wait, hold on. I want to go back to that last question real fast. And foreign.
Oh, that's
For
a factor.
Oh, yeah,
For
that's-
relationship.
Well, no,
Don't
but
like
that's a.
American
I don't like
women.
American
Yeah.
women. They're
Oh,
fucking.
you flat out don't. It's
Yeah.
not like just like, oh,
Just
you
a
know what would be
blanket.
nice is if blank. Like
Like-
it'd be nice if she were a redhead, but like you're saying, like it would.
I
it's a
don't think I could date an American girl after
Have-
dating foreign girls. I
Yeah.
just don't
Oh,
think I
okay.
could.
How
'cause
many
foreign
American
girls are just
girls and how many
cooler.
foreign girls have you dated?
Mostly American girls.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You don't want to put numbers out there?
I don't know numbers.
All right.
I mean, a lot. And then
6, 7.
He's got a lot of pussy, y'all. That's
That's what he's going for.
I said dated. I said
Yeah,
dated.
he just said he's being a gentleman.
Zone.
Yeah, I said dated.
Yeah.
But enough. I don't know. Maybe like let's say half a dozen foreign chicks probably in the last.
Okay.
Before I started dating Irina, who's foreign.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've just
What?
the quality that I would say. Here's the thing about foreign chicks, is that
They need green cards.
there's
And
that,
that
which
makes
is
them nice.
huge because they earn it. No,
But apparently
They-
not through
Damn.
HJs.
they.
That's what
aren't.
we've learned.
See, here's American dudes are actually American chicks suck because American dudes suck so hard.
Yeah.
And they've ruined it for guys like me that aren't going that like I'm not gonna like drive a Mercedes just to impress a chick.
Right.
And I'm not gonna like I don't know, like those girls that are just guys are just like you're the most beautiful thing in the world because they're trying to fuck you. Like,
Right.
And so now that girl thinks like she's just super like the comedy world has it worse than anywhere else. The comedy world, girls in comedy, I'm so much trouble right now.
Oh, man.
Girls in
Go
comedy fucking think that they're the hottest shit in the world because they're constantly surrounded by dude comedians that haven't gotten pussy in 5 years that are telling them how fucking gorgeous they are all the time. And so they run around and they're like 6s and they're talking like they're 14s, which isn't even a thing. You can't be a 14.
That's pretty
Get it
impressive.
through your fucking head.
That's yeah.
Okay, anyways, let's move on.
That never worked. All
Can't-
right,
I will not argue the point that 14 is not a thing on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yep. Where'd it go? Here it is at KMMND and
Not the
asks.
same person?
We didn't get to it yet.
Oh,
We went
okay.
back on the other one.
Gotcha.
Just like that.
makes
Can
sense.
eating cinnamon?
Because it was something worth going back to. I agree that we should.
This
I
is
mean,
gonna be a
Yeah.
big
if we need to go
build-up.
back, then it's
Yeah.
definitely a thing we should do.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
All right, at KMMNDN asks, can eating cinnamon
What is that?
make your cum smell like
What's the
cinnamon?
name?
Done. It's done. It's out there.
No.
Can eating cinnamon make your cum smell like cinnamon?
No.
I don't believe so.
Unless you're eating the cinnamon
It-
while coming,
No.
and you're like dropping
yeah,
it.
yeah. If you were to like dip your cum in, like roll, like if you cum in a cup, dump cinnamon in it, mix it up, but a lot of cinnamon, bro. Like
No,
a
if
lot
you're
of
if
I'm
you're
cinnamon.
glad
mixing
you
it in, it
broed
doesn't
on
take a
that.
lot of cinnamon.
Because that's what that sounds like. Oh, just broed.
Cinnamon's pretty pungent. And of course, cinnamon's just in the zeitgeist now because of that cinnamon challenge.
Yeah.
Which they've had
That's an old
to come
challenge.
out and say. Yeah, but apparently it's become such a thing now with
it? Is
the
it viral
YouTube
again?
kids.
It's
Yeah.
Tosh, dude.
That,
Oh,
did he?
Of course it's Tosh.
Yeah,
Oh.
fucking ruining kids'
Well,
lives.
no, don't blame him because kids just need something to do.
Right. Like I
And-
used to do this thing and make myself pass out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
way more dangerous than the cinnamon thing.
And that was a thing fairly recently too.
Was
Well,
it?
yeah, and
The passing out game they
Oh,
call
we
it.
used to
they've
do
been
it with
doing that
Jesus.
forever.
We used to-
Yeah, but I
Talked
mean,
about this last week.
yeah,
we,
it got-
we used to do it on train tracks. We would make ourselves
Oh,
to
Jesus
see if we
Christ.
could wait to see if we would wake up before the train came.
Great. How many people
The
lost
fuck
that?
is
Yeah,
wrong-
I'm just
That's the worst
kidding.
game ever.
Wouldn't that be fucked up though?
Jesus Christ. And here's me believing it.
Yeah.
I should have Snopes it first.
Should have.
Every
Yep.
time you open your mouth, I should be like, hold on. Okay, you're full of shit.
Yeah. Or just assume I'm full of shit.
Yeah,
That's usually just
most of
safer
the time
bet.
that's what I do. And pretty much right.
No, you can't make your no. But there is like they say like if you chug. I used to work with this guy. He was dating he was like a waiter in Chicago. Jim Cagney, if any of you know him, he's a
Throw it
fucking
out there.
douchebag. But he was dating this like chick who was like a hostess, right? And whenever she was on her period, he would walk around drinking pineapple juice, like gallons of it, boasting about it because he wanted to make his cum taste sweeter for her.
Why was this when she was on her period?
Because
Because
she
she
would
could only
suck
give
his
blue
dick.
dick.
Oh,
And so he would
I
like
get
announce
it.
like, I'm just drinking pineapple juice to make sure my cum tastes good.
Ugh.
And it's just like,
Say it out
That
loud.
yeah,
guy
like,
is a
and it's
douche
just like,
nozzle.
God, man.
Wait a minute, I thought you said that your friends weren't douche nozzles.
Well, he wasn't my friend. He was a coworker.
Oh, okay, I see.
And I was banging his sister.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Bam, son.
what?
Anyways, but no. And so maybe you
Did
could
he
do
know?
that. I don't know. Maybe, probably.
Amazing.
Oh.
Maybe, but here's the thing. I think that there is some truth to like if you eat enough sweet stuff, it will make your cum
Pineapple will
Oh, yeah,
show
no, that
up.
is true.
strawberry. But I
And
don't
if-
think it's gonna taste like overwhelmingly like
No.
pie. It's gonna
Oh,
just
no,
be
no.
like probably grosser.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna taste like you know like when you eat a bunch of like lemons. Oh yeah, hey.
I have had a boyfriend who has done the pineapple thing, and it does taste sweeter. It doesn't taste like pineapple, but it does taste less bitter.
Is it?
Have you ever tasted cum?
No,
Have you ever tried your own cum?
no.
Okay, so then there's no real way for you to ever really gauge if that's ever gonna do it. You can only go from like your girlfriend's.
So,
stage.
so
She
answer
might
the
be
question.
Okay.
How much better, like on a scale of 1 to 10, what's real cum taste like?
Kind of bitter, salty.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
On a scale of 1 to 10, just regular cum, maybe like 4.
Okay,
That's pretty
3.
good.
that's
pretty
actually
good.
pretty. You like cum a little
Yeah.
bit.
Hey,
She's not she doesn't hate cum, guys.
hey.
Eh,
And then on a scale of 1 to 10, you can use decimals if you want.
I feel like that's wholly unnecessary.
I'm just saying, because what if it's like 4.2?
Then you just say 4.
What does pineapple-induced cum taste like?
I would
Pineapple
say
induced cum?
I don't know.
Like a guy's fucking a
Infused
pineapple
crab.
and that makes him
Infused.
cum?
Okay,
Sounds
pineapple-infused
Ah,
cum.
there we
that
go.
sounds like a drink from Starbucks. It's about like
We
a
never put
6
cum in our
maybe then,
coffee
in
when
comparison.
So
at
she
Starbucks.
really likes
All right,
pineapple.
I'm taking my mic back. Good God.
Like
wow.
a 6? Like a
6,
burrito.
yeah.
Like a burrito from like Hugo's is a 6, and I enjoy those.
I'm saying on the scale of tasting good and swallow factor.
Okay, would you swallow cum?
I would swallow cum that was infused with pineapple before.
Would you spit out the other
Yes.
cum? Okay, all right. Good to know.
All right.
I don't think there was any need to know that.
I feel like there's so many more questions I have for her right now.
All right, we're right
could
at
have
the
an
end
entire
here.
show
Do you
about
want
this.
the ass question or the Kim Jong Un question?
Ass.
Give them both. We'll take them out quick.
All right. Real quick from oh God,
Oh, I guess we're not going to
Avkamoriaya.
get through these quickly because we have to deal with the names.
An ass piercing? What's that supposed to do?
Nothing. It's made up. Nobody pierces their ass. Next question.
All right. Once again from Matt Monster, will Kim Jong-un will bomb America?
No.
He didn't spell
Yep.
Kim Jong-un correctly.
And he used will in both parts of the sentence.
No.
Yeah.
No. That's impossible. Let me tell you why it's impossible, America. Because they're just trying to scare you so they can take away more of your freedoms. That's what they do. Weapons of mass destruction leads to the Patriot Act. Fucking whatever that shit was called before Vietnam led to Vietnam War. Then there's
The Vietnam Act.
Yeah.
They
It's all
get a
bullshit,
bad pigs,
dude.
possibly.
And dude, they have tanks from like the 1950s.
Yeah, well, no, here's the thing. I don't think any of the...
Go listen to Dan Carlin.
I don't think there are any politicians right now that are really hyping the North Korean threat because nobody really takes it seriously.
Yeah.
So that's not much of an issue.
I mean, yeah, sure, maybe they could bomb South Korea, maybe.
yeah, they could probably. They could
But
manage it.
20
They
bucks
might even
says-
be able to hit Japan. There's no way they're going to be able to lob those sons of
Yeah.
bitches all the way over
And
the Pacific.
20 bucks says South Korea just whoops their ass. The only reason that we're not in that war is because
They don't have
or the
any
only reason that
oil.
we're there, the only reason that
Oh.
we're there, we're present is because it neutralizes the threat of China. China's not going to go in if we're saying don't go in.
Right.
So that's all
Sure.
it is. We're just the older brother making sure the other older brother doesn't get involved. That's all.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. Is that if they decide to launch a nuke, China will decimate them. That's the only that's their concern. Is they're trying to be chill with North Korea because they don't want any psychopath lobbing nukes. So
Nukes.
once someone does, then well,
like
they'll
China's
march right in.
China's shitty to its own people.
Mhm.
Like super shitty.
China's
Like the
shitty to everybody.
shittiest. Like
China's
the shittiest to their own people.
They're
like,
shittiest to.
They're so shitty.
Mhm.
Like they are like.
No,
I'm
you
trying to
Go
think-
on.
Are you trying to rile me? Because I 100% agree that China is a
Oh no,
terrible,
I always
terrible
forget that
place.
you're part Chinese. No, like I totally was. That's not what I was doing. I always forget that. But no, no, I really mean this. I 100% mean this. The Chinese government is the shittiest government in the history.
Our
Oh, no, no.
garage specifically
No,
blown
they're-
up. Like, target the nukes.
No, there are definitely worse governments, but they're not.
Oh, dude, have you seen some of the shit they did to them
Lanka, maybe?
Tibetans,
Oh,
man?
Have you seen
yeah,
some of the shit the Indonesians have done to their own people?
No, I only know about the Nazis in China. So
Yeah.
and Stalin.
There's a lot of bad countries out there, but we're out of time. So
But first, let's list off all the bad
We'll-
countries
we'll
in the history
insult
of the
the
world.
other countries in a future episode. Join us every Sunday at 4:30 Pacific for on YouTube.com/SamProof. We'll actually get an asking for a friend specific URL set up eventually.
What?
Coney
Uh,
2012.
And yeah, no. You can also find us with
YouTube.com/Coney2012.
other great podcasts on podpocalypse.com. Look for us specifically at facebook.com/asking-for-a-friend or at AFAF on Twitter.
No.
Show, god damn it. Because I was trying to remember not to.
but hashtag asking
asking for a friend. No show on
Don't
that.
do that.
No, they
At
they can.
AFAF
We'll
show.
find it
No,
and
do it.
retweet
And when you go there and you
We
see all
will
those
know.
other
We
100 people
won't.
using that hashtag, they're also asking
Yeah.
for us too.
Guys, stick around. Come back, refresh the page in half an hour when Pizza Games and Zombies starts. Whoop, whoop. We'll see you
Bye.
later. Is that the new sign
That's
off?
my
We
new
just make
sign-off.
kissy noises?
Yep.
And this will be up on Tuesday?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm just really glad we didn't go blue today.
Oh, yes. No, now I will. Yes. Yes. Oh, and I tried to get time marks